Imagine if getting rich wasn't, about luck or connections, but an exact science, like algebra, predictable.
Right. That's the core idea we're digging into today from Wallace D. Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich. It's quite a claim from
It
1910.
really is. And our mission here is to pull out the key ideas, see what this science actually involves according to him.
Yeah.
So where does he start? He hits you with something pretty surprising right off the bat, doesn't he?
He absolutely does. He basically kicks things off saying that to live a truly full life, mentally, spiritually, physically, you need to be rich.
Need to be. Not just it helps.
No, need to be. And he goes further saying being content with less is sinful.
Wow. Okay. That's a strong statement. So it's not greed in his view.
Not a greed, no. It's framed as a right, almost a duty for full self-development. It really flips the script on traditional ideas about poverty and virtue.
Definitely flips the script. So if it's essential, how does he make the leap to it being an exact science? What makes it scientific for him?
Well, he argues that, causes always produce, effects. Getting rich isn't about your location or your specific talent or even saving pennies.
Not talent, not thrift. That goes against a lot of common advice.
Totally. For Wattles, it's all about doing things in a certain way, and that certain way works for anyone, anywhere.
Okay, the certain way, what's the foundation of that? He talked about some kind of thinking stuff.
Exactly. He calls it original substance or thinking stuff. Basically, the idea is there's this formless intelligence, this raw material that makes up everything in the universe. It thinks.
Like a universal mind.
Sort of, yeah. And the crucial part is this. A thought, in this substance, produces the thing that is imaged by the thought.
So our thoughts literally create.
That's the premise.
Yeah.
As a thinking center, you impress your thoughts onto this substance, and that causes the formless to take form. It's quite a metaphysical leap.
It's a huge concept to get your head around.
Yeah.
If our thoughts shape reality like that, what does it mean for how we approach, say, business or career? Does competition just go out the window?
Pretty much, yes. He stresses moving from a competitive mindset to a creative one.
Creative, not competitive. How does that work? Surely resources are limited.
He argues they aren't. The universe, or this substance, wants more life for everything, including us. So the supply is infinite. You're meant to be a creator, bringing new things into existence, not fighting over scraps.
So you get what you want, but in a way that actually adds to the world.
Precisely. He says you'll get rich in such a way that every other man will have more than he has now. It's about generating, not just redistributing.
That's a much more optimistic view than usual. But okay, shifting mindset is one thing. How do you actually use this creative power, practically speaking?
Right, the practical side. First, you need a clear and definite mental picture of what you desire. Really specific.
Okay, visualize the goal. Then what?
Then you hold that picture with unwavering faith, belief that it's coming, and fixed purpose, the will to get it. And crucially, gratitude.
Gratitude. Why is that so important?
Because gratitude connects you, aligns your mind with the creative energy of the universe. It keeps you focused on abundance, on that source, rather than slipping back into doubt or competitive thinking.
Makes sense. Vision, faith, purpose, gratitude. But is thinking and feeling grateful enough? What about, actual work?
Oh, absolutely not enough on its own. Action is key. Wattles is very clear. You must act now.
Now. Not wait for the perfect conditions.
Nope. Act now, in your present environment, with whatever tools you have. Do all that can be done that day, and do each act efficiently, effectively.
So make every action count, powered by that vision and faith.
Exactly. You infuse your daily actions, even small ones, with the power of your purpose. Don't just think about the future house. Act powerfully in your current job or business today.
And this extends to how you interact with people too, right? This impression of increase idea.
Yes, that's vital. In every transaction, every interaction, you aim to give more in use value than you take from him in cash value.
So leave people feeling like they got the better end of the deal, like they've gained something more than just the product or service.
Precisely. Because everyone is seeking increased growth, advancement. It's the fundamental impulse of the universe, he says. When you embody that and offer it, you naturally attract people and opportunities.
It's interesting how he ties personal enrichment directly to benefiting others. He claims making the most of yourself is the best thing for the world.
Yeah, it's a compelling counter-argument to the idea that getting rich is inherently selfish. He believes that by using this creative method, you're not taking from anyone, you're demonstrating a path out of limitation. You inspire others.
A rising tide lifts all boats, essentially.
That's the idea. It's about expanding prosperity for everyone, starting with yourself as the example.
Okay, so to recap, we've looked at this pretty radical idea that wealth follows exact laws, rooted in thought, faith, gratitude, and specific purposeful action within your current situation, moving from competition to creation.
And giving more value than you receive in cash.
Right. So if Wattles is correct, if failure really is impossible when you apply this science consistently, the final thought is, what's stopping you from starting your own experiment right now today?